It wasn't a photo booth photo. Hey, Jess! What do you want to talk about?
Well, we want to talk about two things. First of all, actually, preface to, is that today is Martin Luther King Day, and this is inaugural weekend.
What?
We are not going to...
It's not the weekend, it's Monday.
Inaugural long weekend.
Well, for you, I gotta work tomorrow.
It's true. I have off tomorrow.
Barack Obama's induction into the American government means nothing to me. It means I have to deliver sandwiches.
I have off. But I took off.
That's nice for you. Well, it's good that you have such a job.
Yeah, I do have a job. No, I'm just kidding. But, so, the first thing we would like to talk about is a name.
A name?
A name.
I'll let you give the preface, and don't spill the name too soon. But
okay.
Tell us the story.
The story.
Well, let's start with infomercials.
Yes. That's exactly how I was going to start. James and I have recently come to realize that we both like to watch infomercials.
We're not sure why.
We don't know why.
We never order the product.
Never. Although I came this close to buying one at the store or Amazon.com the other day.
Well, I have a George Foreman grill, but it was, given to me.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it.
But we came.
Plus, the Foreman grill has moved past infomercial.
No, people actually use it.
But it started at infomercial.
It did. So we were watching a show.
I've grilled so much good stuff on that.
We were watching
Hickory
a
smoked
show.
chair legs. Fried eye of newt. All of that. I've actually made I've made an alchemical potion once with the Foreman grill. I took eye of newt, wing of bat, scale of dragon,
And made it into gold.
One delicious food ball.
So, we got really ensconced into this program on the Jack LaLanne Power Juicer.
And this is the guy who, I think it's the guy who swam the English Channel when he was like 86 or something.
I'm not sure.
I think so.
I'm not sure. I know he was like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of America.
Prior to the arrival of
Arnold
the governor of California.
Mm-hmm. So
he's not Austrian. He's not like, oh shit, this juice. I can have the juice. It make me feel good. No.
So, we got really into...
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. So James and I got really into this infomercial.
Yeah, we were laying on the couch. Having a
was,
sort of lazy, intimate, fun time, watching the TV, doing our thing.
While I was researching digital SLR cameras.
Yes, that's true.
And...
So we weren't having our layabout day.
No, I was doing something.
You were thinking about how to be a good capitalist. And buy
or
stuff.
a good yuppie, maybe yuppie.
Buy stuff,
Yeah.
Participate in the.
What does Best Buy call me?
In the systemic virus of this country that we call consumption.
What does Best Buy call me?
Urban trendsetter.
I'm the urban trendsetter.
Yes, you're an urban trendsetter.
I have no kids. I have
expendable income. And you want the newest and latest.
I don't think I want the newest and latest though. I think I'm a little bit.
Well, no, I mean they don't. When they say that, it's a generalization. They don't mean that you want a $3,500 camera. They just mean that I
do want the $1,000 camera.
When you come in, you're supposed to know what you want as far as their, let's call it, it's not racial profiling, it's classist profiling. Mm. When you come in, they've taken your class into account, your monetary availability or whatever you want to call it, and they assume that you have some knowledge about the product, so you're going to be a little bit. They wouldn't use the word bossy, but bossy in interaction. You're going to know what you want rather than ask questions. And then you're going to come in and you're going to buy.
Sidebar, which is how I got this computer and how James and I met.
How I got this person.
And how this guy.
Shop at Best Buy.
You get a boyfriend with every MacBook purchase.
You'll meet an individual with a modicum of looks and personality. I'm not sure. They're barely above functional, but...
So, anyway, back to our point.
Yes, the juicer.
So we were watching the commercial for the juicer. Well, Jack LaLanne's wife was also on this commercial.
Yes, and the juicer, just to let you know about its positive attributes, it takes any fruit that you might imagine and squeezes it into such a pulp that it is...
completely dry.
It's like if you took a kiwi, you would end up with kiwi confetti.
Yeah. It's really dry.
And all the juice is on the other end, full of antioxidants, because they ward off free radicals. They do something about holistic living. She could talk more about that than me. It sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. Give me some fucking erythromycin. I don't need. I don't need antioxidants. I want. What do they make chemotherapy out of? Bark. Give me that. I want Western medicine. Tantric, sticking fingers up asses, making orgasms go longer, eating herbs, whatever.
So anyway,
Sting can keep it.
So James is talking a lot, and basically the point is that we were watching Jack LaLanne talk about his power juicer, and his wife was talking about the power juicer as well.
Then something unfortunate happened.
Yeah. And then
no, it didn't say it on
no, and we only caught like maybe the last 10 minutes of the power juicer
but we watched
commercial.
It.
We did watch it.
Enraptured.
Enraptured, yeah.
Like, wow, that juice looks really good.
I'd really like to have a juicer. And
celery, ginger, and grape.
And you can make a salsa out of the leftovers.
Out of the leftovers, yeah.
So, James and our infomercial ends. And we say, I wonder what his wife's name was. And I say to James...
Wouldn't it be unfortunate?
Wouldn't it be funny if her name was like Lana LaLanne? And we have a good chuckle about it.
Yeah, Lana LaLanne.
So
or Lena, or even like Lois would be unfortunate.
Lois LaLanne, yeah.
Whatever.
We were joking
But Lana is what we settled on, and we laughed.
Yes. So...
I think Thunderstruck you. And you're like, let's look up her
Yes, I did. So I said, you know what? The power of the internet, you can find anything at your fingertips. So I Google in...
I think you want on Wiki.
No, Google. It was Google. Jack LaLanne's wife. And we... I'm
just sitting here waiting for the response.
There, and I say to James, it's worse than Lana.
And I respond...
I can't even say it.
I respond, how could it possibly be worse than Lana LaLanne? Lana LaLanne is like... Lana LaLanne licks lollipops.
At the Lelore.
Yeah. Lana licks lollipops... I don't know. Long and large.
Yes.
Lana licks lollipops long and large. Like, say that 10 times over. Yes. Well, it gets worse than that.
Yes, it did get worse. It did get worse. And, so I was laughing so hard. Have you ever had those fits of giggles where like you're like, ah, and if you say it,
stitches.
You can't. Yes, I was in stitches and I couldn't even laugh. So all I do is I turn the computer a little bit and I point at the name.
And I explode.
And James
explodes into laughter.
And then says aloud,
her name is Elaine LaLanne. Like, no, really, like, if you're, like, let's say we're getting married and your last name is Jameson, and I'm taking your last name, it would be James Jameson. I mean, that's not
that funny.
That's not as bad, but that's what she accepted when she married him. Like, I understand, maybe they had a whirlwind romance. Maybe it's like an affair to remember, or some love connection that exceeds the bounds of time and space, a love to last. That is negated instantly if your name is Elaine and his last name is LaLanne. I'd be like, I'm sorry, I can't marry you. Will you? Jack LaLanne's like, will you marry me? No, my name's Elaine.
Will that not be Elaine LaLanne? Just think of...
I at least wouldn't have taken his name.
Or at least, do you remember the show Married with Children? And the neighbor's name was Marcy Darcy.
Mm-hmm. The like sort of bitchy.
Yeah, and it's funny because it was fictional. This lady, not fictional.
Yeah, she actually exists. Her name is Elaine LaLanne.
Her name is LaLanne.
You could address a piece of postage to her if you were inclined to do so.
Try to say that 10 times fast.
Elaine
LaLanne.
I think you can say it, but it just sounds like you're saying 2 syllables over and over. Elaine.
Yes.
And then the next day, just as a random coincidence, we were watching the pre-show to Jeopardy, and they were showing prior Jeopardy winners, and one of the prior Jeopardy winners, the day after we had this conversation, his name was Cheryl Farrell.
Cheryl Farrell.
What an unfortunate name.
Unfortunate name. Stay tuned for part 2.